This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
The starting fives for our game. Here's a look at both lineups. Tip-off coming up in just a moment.
As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Now here's Plum. Back to Stevens. Pass to Hamby. Outside Plum. They shoot again, and it's Hamby getting it to go.
Tremendous work by Hamby, winning the rebound. She puts it right back up to the bucket.
Here's Uzan. She's covered by Sims. Here's Sabali. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up two.
In the paint, Sabali has the tools to be dominant. Look at her muscle her way to the shot there.
Stevens, she's covered by Thomas. Pass to Jackson. And there's a whistle that goes on Kalia Copper. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Stevens the screen. And Odyssey Sims, here we go. The layup missed. Here's Uzan. Copper outside.
Thomas a screen.
Kalia Copper, and that one's good.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Hamby outside. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Plum. To the middle. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Here's Uzan. Copper outside. Up top, Whitcomb. Sabali. Pass to Copper. 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Copper no good.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And Brian, teams always benefit from having a reliable veteran around, and Azurá Stevens definitely fits that mold.
Yeah, a seasoned player who has won a championship. Stevens knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and she can set the tone on the floor for her younger teammates.
Now here is Sims. She's tightly guarded. Outside Plum. Pass to Hamby. Back to Plum. Shoots over Whitcomb. Plum gets the bucket.
There's the sweet lefty stroke of Kelsey Plum, looking like art from the mid-range.
Here's Uzan. She's covered by Sims. They get it again. Copper outside. Takes the three. Good on the triple.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Now here's Plum. Whitcomb defending. Count the basket.
Nice intensity from Plum on the drive, insisting on getting to her shot.
Phoenix in the lead. Copper outside. The three-pointer is on target.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Hamby outside. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That one on Sabali.
The intensity of Hamby, great at going up strong, forcing the issue.
Hamby. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one.
And the 2-time 6th player of the year. You can't deny the impact of De'Erica Hamby.
Yeah, now she's too good to win that award. You have to start Hamby, a huge part of the Aces' first title team in 2022. Really, to me, one of the most underrated and overlooked players in the league.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, we know not every team in the league is a title contender. So what's the key for teams in the rebuilding process, Brian?
Your scouting department really matters, because if you're a losing team, your draft picks, whether first or second round, will play.
Yeah, and I'll throw in luck as well. I mean, those ping pong balls going your way, winning the lottery, getting the first overall pick. You can add an Asia Wilson, an Aaliyah Boston. And when you add a player of that value, that can change your fortunes pretty quickly.
Phoenix with the ball. 3-point lead. Now here's Copper. She's guarded by Plum. Copper outside. Here's Thomas.
They grab their own miss.
And it's out of bounds to the Mercury as Phoenix retains possession.
In for the Mercury, number 6, Alexis Prince.
Alyssa Thomas on the wing. She's covered by Hamby. 6 on the shot clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Down low.
Jackson outside.
Hamby left side. Pass to Plum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Copper with the ball. Stevens covering. Here's Whitcomb. And she's good on the 3 ball.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
The Sparks trailing. And here is Sims. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Hamby. Brown grabs the board. Phoenix with the ball. Pass to Copper. Back to Whitcomb. Shoots over Plum. Whitcomb, that's good.
Well, with how well Whitcomb shoots it from 3, these mid-range, they're kind of like gimmies for her. They got to be like layups.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Jackson. Now Sims. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Sims has some of the best handles in the league, and she's just so productive when the ball's in her hands.
Brown with it. Thomas inside. Misses off the right iron.
Not pretty. You got to just shake off a miss like that.
Outside Stevens. Pass to Jackson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Now here's Copper.
9 points in the game. Shoots over Plum. Good as the jump shot falls. Now Sims. Pass to Hamby. Plum. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Copper outside. Thomas a screen. Fires from deep.
The offensive rebound.
Prince.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
For three. That shot missing. Now the Sparks with it. They trail by 6.
After 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, an 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assists awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history.
A notable finisher around the rim. Sims doesn't want any weak spots in her game, and I admire that.
Now here's Whitcomb. He has 5. Now here's Hamby. Pass to Plum.
Hamby sets a screen.
And it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, when you get in the pick and roll, Plum can shoot out of it, drive, pass. How do you defend that?
2 minutes.
Thomas outside. Rebound by the Sparks. Plum with it. She has 6. Pass to Hamby. Sims.
Whitcomb defending.
Back to Hamby. Yes! Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up. It's all knotted up.
You cannot stop both sides of the Sims pick and roll. She can dish, she can score. This time, she gave up the rock.
Copper with the ball.
Picked up by Plum. She gets it in there.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
To the paint. Here's Hamby.
Takes it out to Plum.
And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Here's Copper. 13 points in this game. Three-pointer. Hamby grabs the miss. Pass to Sims.
Jackson.
Stevens with it to the inside. Now Hamby. Back to Sims. Here's Stevens. Up top, Plum.
Jackson.
Prince covering. Sims with it. The tray buries the long-range jumper.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Outside Whitcomb.
What a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note.
I'll say that'll give them a nice little lift to start the next quarter.
Yeah, let's see how it works out for them.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
And so here's Phoenix. Pass to Prince. Now Sabali.
Here's Uzan.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Burrell, guarded by Sabali. Kicks it out to Plum.
Brink a screen.
It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Nice decision by Kelsey Plum. She can equally score or pass out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Prince.
Uzan.
To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The Sparks grab the miss.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
Now here's Sabali. Just 5 to shoot. Prince makes it off the glass.
Oh, I love that vision, guys. What a great job threading that pass into the lane.
Pass to Burrell. Plum with it for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Demonstrating how dangerous she can be from deep, but Plum doesn't lack confidence in firing the 3-ball.
Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Alaman. The 3 is up. Russell pulls it in. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Plum. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
And quite simply, Plum has it all as an offensive guard. Shooting, driving, dribbling. You can pour it in nights like tonight when she's on.
Timeout called the Mercury. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Here's Uzan.
She's guarded by Alaman. Clock at 6. Now here's Prince. Defense right on her. The Mercury with another miss. And here is Alaman. Looking for her first basket still in this one. That's tipped. Sabali with the steal.
Pass to Uzan.
Shoots over Alaman. Uzan, good.
Out of the forward spot, Sabali has some solid playmaking ability. Good decision maker as well.
Outside Plum. Alema. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that's good. Kelsey Plum for 3.
Well, for most players, that's a bad shot. Not Kelsey Plum. She's got unlimited range.
Phoenix trailing here. Pass to Prince.
Here's Uzan.
Down low. Here's Sabali. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
And for Satu Sabali, her third season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabali, first team All-WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
Stevens, that's good.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Now here's Copper.
13 points in this game. Takes the 3. It falls through, making her 6 for 11 in this contest.
You just love to see Copper turn on the jets. When she's this hot, she wants the ball every time, and she deserves it every time.
Here's Burrell.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Kalia Copper.
That'll be her second foul of the game. To Burrell. To the wing on the left. They double team Kelsey Plum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Copper.
16 points for her. No good with the triple. Outside Sims. Pass to Plum. From downtown. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Kalia Copper for 3.
Again, a miss by Kalia Copper.
Pass to Burrell. Brink.
Another shot. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the
second team foul.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
No good on the free throw.
Talking about the young Cameron Brink. She's already an elite shot blocker.
Well, it's rare for a player to come into the league with an elite top-end skill. But Brink has that combination of length and smarts, reads the game so well. Cameron's going to be a menace defensively for years.
She hits the second from the line.
Well, the last title for the Mercury came back in 2014, and that team was historically good.
Maybe the best team in league history. 29-5 record in the regular season, 8-1 in the playoffs, and they had a stacked roster. Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Dawana Bonner, they helped lead Phoenix to their second title.
To the paint.
Here's Mack.
Can't hit that one.
Good work defensively, Rakia Jackson.
Pass to Sims. Outside Plum. Nails the wide open jump shots.
And when Plum gets quality shots like this, she does not pass up. Nice work.
Now Copper. 16 points for her. And here's Thomas.
Over Jackson.
Thomas, no good. Now here is Sims. Pass to Plum. From past the arc, drains it from beyond the arc.
It took her a little while, but boy, oh boy, she's really got that three ball working now. Let's see if she can keep it up.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next. It's on to Erica Hamby.
You know, Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
The first free throw is good.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Now here's Copper.
17 points in the game. Launches a 3.
And it's rebounded by Kelsey Plum.
And it's the Sparks ball. Here's Hamby. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Using that 6'3" frame to finish down low, Hamby's got fantastic touch to go along with her height.
Here's Copper. And down it goes. 2 points.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Left side Sims. Pass to Stevens.
Now here's Jackson.
Buries it from three-point range.
A good decision maker with a strong feel for the game. Stevens can spot open teammates whenever she's out on the court.
Now here's Copper.
19 points in the game. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Sims. She has 7. Left side Plum. The Sparks get it back. Stevens, that's good.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Thomas. Tries again, and she lays it in.
Well, the paint is Thomas's bread and butter because she is very confident in her ability to score inside.
Outside Plum. And Copper with the rejection. And she's able to get it back.
2 minutes.
Here's Sims. Rebounded by Copper.
Pass to Uzan.
Now Brown. And here's Thomas. She's covered by Hamby.
Uzan.
That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist. Plum with it. She's got 21. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Pass to Copper. Here's Whitcomb. To the middle. Thomas. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Right side, Sims. Passed on Lemon. Shot clock at 5. 17-foot shot on the way, and she hits the jumper for 2.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Uzan. She's guarded by Alaman.
Shoots the 3. The Sparks grab the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Here's Hamby. 8 points for her.
Puts it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so we wrap up the first half. Sparks ahead, Big 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
And we're seeing a tremendous performance from Copper.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
And so here's Phoenix. A 12-point game.
Here's Uzan.
She's covered by Sims.
They've gotten a lot of extra possessions because of their rebounding edge.
It's been a lot, and I think it's made the difference in this game because they've done great work on the boards.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Plum. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
And 2023 featured the closest MVP vote ever, with Alyssa Thomas finishing second.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, Thomas actually got the most first place votes, but finished just behind Brianna Stewart, just ahead of Asia Wilson. Thomas averaging 16, 10, and 8. All defense, too. About as good of an all-around year as we've seen.
Uzan. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That one's off.
And 2023 was a frustrating season for the Mercury, a 9-31 record.
The second worst record in team history as they missed the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They were dead last in defensive rating. So if you want to talk about a big improvement, it's got to start there.
And she sinks the second.
And coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. Travel is difficult. So having your team at close to 100% is big, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are because it's about more than just throwing talent out there.
Outside Whitcomb. Copper outside. From the top of the key. Good.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's Plum. 21 points in the game. Pass to Stevens. Whitcomb with the steal. Copper outside. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
At the line.
And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010, didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. But in the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon.
Pass to Stevens. 5 to shoot. Outside Sims. And the bank shot is good.
The in-between space. Sims utilizes it quite well. She attempts lots of two-point jumpers. We just don't see much anymore.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Inside. And that one's good, Thomas.
Well, just taking what she sees. Have to appreciate how Thomas breaks down defenses and pick and rolls.
Outside Sims. Stevens. She's covered by Thomas. Pass to Jackson. Off target from three-point range.
Here's Uzan.
Copper. Pulls it from 20. Stevens grabs the board.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
Pass to Hamby. Jackson. Outside Plum. Here's the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Whitcomb. And here's Copper. To the inside. Here's Thomas.
Good, and the assist goes to Kalia Copper.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Timeout called the Sparks. Hamby outside. Outside Plum. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Whitcomb. The Sparks, no good that time either. The Mercury trail.
Pass to Uzan.
Now Copper. Over Jackson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Outside Plum. Now Hamby.
Guarded by Sabali. Sabali comes with the double team.
Right side Plum. Outside Sims. Trying to get back on track.
They get the rebound.
For the lead.
Uzan, good.
Handles the ball like a point guard. Thomas has the confidence and ability to disperse the rock.
And here's Plum. 21 points in the game. Hamby a screen. Kelsey Plum drives in. Here's Hamby. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Phoenix leading.
On the wing, Kalia Copper, guarded by Jackson. Kalia Copper from outside.
Rebound by the Sparks.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Plum.
Whitcomb defending.
Outside Plum. Hamby a screen. There's the 3. That shot off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Leah Copper for 3.
Pass to Uzan.
Now here's Whitcomb.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
A true sniper. Defenses should know that Whitcomb will be hunting for these looks.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Sparks trailing. Now Plum. Can they get it? Cans it from downtown.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Now here's Whitcomb.
Pass to Sabali. Copper with the ball.
Puts up a 3.
That one falls. Great assist by Satu Sabali.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Hamby outside. Plum. Back to Hamby. Thomas comes with the double team. Here's Stevens. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
Thomas outside. Over Stevens. The bank shot, no good. Pass to Plum. Sims.
She's covered by Copper.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And the Mercury with possession. The lead is 2.
Now here's Copper.
She's got 29 points for the game. 3-pointer. Hamby grabs the miss.
Here's Burrell, guarded by Sabali. Burrell, no good. Pass to Copper. Back to Thomas. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Tough finish by Thomas, wanting it more.
Aleman with it.
Whitcomb defending.
Here's Brink. Here's Burrell. Pass to Sims. Again, the miss by the Sparks. And it's the Mercury with the ball.
Copper with the ball.
Hamby covering. Outside Whitcomb. Shoots over Aleman. Here's Thomas. Gets that one to fall. That's her 6th field goal, and she has shot the ball 12 times.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O-board.
You know, I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
Now here's Whitcomb.
She's got 14. Thomas. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. She never stopped working.
Past Aleman. Hamby. Here's Burrell. Guarded by Sabali. Gotta see Sims for 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Thomas outside. Rejected by De'Erica Hamby. For the tie. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Thomas. And here the Mercury. 2-point game. Right side Whitcomb. Pass to Sabali. Here's Mack. Leah Copper from outside. Drills it from outside.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
And they can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move here.
And here is Sims. Hamby a screen. Pass to Burrell. Let's go with a 3. And the Sparks, another 3.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Whitcomb.
She's guarded by Aleman.
Outside Whitcomb.
To the middle. And stolen by Cameron Brink. For 3, De'Erica Hamby. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And we have just finished the 3rd quarter, and a tight game we've got. Mercury out in front, up 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Aleman with it. Here's Brink. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line. You know, when Brink is on the floor, she adds multiple dimensions to this offense.
Her defense gets a lot of attention, but she does so much offensively. She's great in the post, she can spot up, and she's come a long way as a passer.
Fakes it, and the next one could tie it up.
When you think about Phoenix Mercury basketball, Diana Taurasi's the first player that comes to mind.
DT's been in the Valley of the Sun since 2004, never leaving for another organization. She's been here so long. A few of her current teammates were in preschool when she joined Phoenix.
Second free throw, no good.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just one win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
That's just not enough coverage. Basically none. Defense did not look good there.
Russell with the screen. Plum from outside. Drops in the tray.
Well, if you hit a 3 on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
Pass to Prince. Copper. Down low.
Here's Mack.
This one for 3. Plum with the rebound.
Oh, man. That's one he'd like to have over.
Now Burrell.
Plum. On the mark with the 15-footer.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Uzan.
Pass to Prince. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
Brown with the screen.
Leah Copper from outside. Rebound by the Sparks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And here's Burrell. Prince covering.
Burrell no good. Phoenix trailing here.
Copper outside. Pass to Uzan.
Russell pulls it in.
And here's Burrell.
Over to the wing. Now Lamont. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And the Sparks making a change here.
Julie Alamon, shooting 1.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Here's Uzan. She's guarded by Alaman. Pass to Uzan.
Prince.
Mack.
She's covered by Sims. Shot to stop the drought.
Mack can't get it to go.
The Sparks leading. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Russell with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Lamont. Soft touch off the glass.
Great communication between teammates there.
And so here's Phoenix. Timeout called the Mercury. Without question, Plum is displaying her skills today.
She's been gunning from deep. If you're guarding her, you got to get into her jersey. You can't sag off her at all, or you're just asking her to drop another 3 on you.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Copper. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Are you kidding me? Copper is shredding defenders with her handles.
Outside Plum. Back to Sims. They set the pick. 6 to shoot.
Pass to Cannon.
Up again. It's rebounded by Phoenix. And a 3-on-3 fast break. Fires for 3. The shot misses. And here are the Sparks now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. See one from outside.
Mack grabs the miss.
Copper outside. The shot that time not on target. Sims with it. Now guarded by Copper. Past Alama. Sims to the paint. Here's Russell. Hits the jump hook.
Once Russell gets inside, it's already too late. She has a nice touch around the basket.
Here's Uzan.
Now here's Whitcomb. Now here's Copper. She's covered by Sims. Pass to Whitcomb. There's a screen. Launches it. And again, Phoenix no good. So it's the Sparks now. Here's Alema. Brown grabs the board. Outside Whitcomb.
Here's Uzan.
Copper. She's covered by Sims. And the basket by Copper.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to her look.
Outside Plum. Beyond the arc.
Mack grabs the miss.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Copper. Whitcomb. She's guarded by Plum. 5 to shoot. From deep. Whitcomb. That's good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Here's Alema. Outside Sims. Odyssey Sims drawing the double team. Here's Plum. Whitcomb grabs the miss.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Now here's Copper. And there's a pick.
Pass to Mack. Good. Coming off the assist by Kalia Copper.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands.
And here's Plum. Now Sims.
She's covered by Copper.
Left side Sims. Yes! And the foul!
It's on Kalia Copper.
What heart from Sim. She brings it every night. A chance to add one more here, too.
Odyssey Sims. Shooting 1.
And that one misses. Phoenix trailing here. Pass to Sabali.
The kick out to Copper.
Thomas a screen. Lets it go from deep. The Sparks grab the miss. the outside. Now here is Sims.
Gotta see Sims drawing the double team.
Stevens hits it from three-point range.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Copper.
Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Azurá Stevens. And yep, it's good.
Yeah, active hands are a big part of Stevens' defensive identity, and you just love to see that kind of effort to make steals.
Here's Thomas. Will it go? Copper no good. The Sparks with the lead. Pass to Sims. Back to Plum. Here's Stevens. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Phoenix with the ball. To the middle. Here's Copper. Yep, count it.
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
And the Sparks call time here.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Hopefully, from our standpoint at least, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
We can only hope. That shot, no good. Nice D from Satu Sabali.
Now here's Copper.
He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Outside Plum. Pass to Jackson. Sims. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Here's Stevens. The three-pointer, no good.
Here's Uzan.
Outside Sabali. Thomas. Outside Whitcomb. Thomas.
Guarded by Jackson.
The fader. Thomas, no good. Outside Plum. Down low. And the basket by Hamby.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
Here's Uzan.
To the inside. Here's Thomas. Azurá Stevens with some nice D.
Gotta see Sims drawing the double team. Jackson outside.
Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from her. She's been passing up on her shot a little bit more than usual. You know, even though she is hitting the ones that she takes.
Here's Uzan.
To the paint. Thomas. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
One thing that I'll always respect about Thomas is that when she steps on the court, she has zero, and I mean zero, friends. And it's because she wants to win by any means necessary.
Wow, that's good.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
And so here's Phoenix. Trailing here by 8.
And the Mercury call time here.
8-point game.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Here's Copper.
Who's on?
She's covered by Sims. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Sabali. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And that's an intentional foul.
Sammy Whitcomb. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And this may be their most important possession.
You know, as long as they don't make any big mistakes, they should be safe.
They double team Kelsey Plum. Back to Stevens. Amby outside. And the Sparks, another three.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Odyssey Sims. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
What's your take, guys?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save the energy for another day.
Absolutely. Sometimes frustration shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
He gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. He's perfect from the line this time.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
It makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in a good flow, it felt like they never had any doubts that they come out on top.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.